This is Sandy Hook Bay. It's just 1 mile from where I'm standing and 100 years from where it used to be. In the summer of 1939, this water separated two worlds. The people who came here with money and the people who pulled their living out of the mud. That story has never been told. I'm going to change that.
We're pitching a film to Netflix, a story set in 1930s Highlands, when the docks fed families, the beach-shaped youth, and the town knew exactly who it was. At its heart, this is a story about what happens when a place becomes desirable, and the people who have to decide whether its culture gets preserved or erased.
My name is Eric. I live in Highlands, New Jersey, and I'm building a feature film. Every frame, every shot, every note of music to prove that this town's story deserves to be on Netflix. This is how I'm doing it.
If you carry the history of Highlands, this film needs you.
Okay, so Highlands. Highlands, New Jersey, Monmouth County. About 5,000 people, sits right on Sandy Hook Bay at the spot where the Shrewsbury River meets the water, and the land kind of curves around like it's holding on to something. It's a fishing town. That's what it's always been. Clamming, mostly. Guys going out before sunrise in these little flat-bottom boats called skiffs, dragging rakes through the mud, pulling up little necks and cherry stones, bringing them back when the sun comes up, selling what they caught, and doing the whole thing again the next morning. Every morning. That's the job. That's been the job here for over 100 years. And then there's the bridge. The bridge is... Okay, I'm going to talk about this bridge a lot, so just know that going in. It connects Highlands to Sandy Hook, which is this long, narrow spit of land that reaches up into the bay, pointing at New York City. And if you stand on the waterfront and look up at it, it frames everything. The whole town sits underneath it. Everything arrives across it. Everything leaves across it. It's not just a bridge, it's a border between here and everywhere else. Here's the thing about Highlands that nobody tells you. It has never been the destination, not once. It's the town you pass through on the way to Sandy Hook Beach or Seabright or wherever has a bigger parking lot and a nicer boardwalk. The tourists blow through, always have, and the people who actually live here, they know that. They've always known that. And honestly, they don't really care because they know something the drive-through people don't. This place has a story. Not a cute one, not a tourist board, charming fishing village kind of story. A real one about money and work and class and what happens when those things collide in a place small enough that nobody can look away. So let me take you back. 1930s. Highlands in the 30s was two completely different towns that happened to share the same water. You had the fishing families, the year-rounders, clam diggers, boat builders, dock workers, people whose hands looked like the bay, salt-cracked, rope-worn, sunburned 12 months a year. They knew every current, every sandbar, every weird thing the tide does at the mouth of the Shrewsbury. That knowledge was the family business. Dad taught you, his dad taught him. There's something kind of beautiful about that if you think about it. And then, every June, the summer people showed up. Rich families from Manhattan and Newark and Philadelphia. They'd come down for July and August to swim and dance and drink at resort clubs with names like the Highland Beach and this amazing little jazz spot that everybody just called the Bamboo Room. And here's what I love about this. You've got these two worlds literally on top of each other. Same water, same town, same zip code. One side has guys hauling clams at 5 in the morning, and the other side has guys in cream linen suits losing money at card tables at 1 in the morning. And the bridge sat right between them, two sides of the same water. One going up, one trying not to go under. That's a movie. I'm sorry, but that is so obviously a movie. And I've been staring at this bay my whole life thinking, why hasn't anyone made it? Not the postcard version, not a documentary, the real thing, a feature film. What it was actually like to be 17 years old in this town in the summer of 1939, with the whole world about to change and nobody knowing it yet. That question would not leave me alone. So I sat down and I wrote the answer. The film is called Americana.
There was a moment after the war when America came back to the water. They crossed the bridge chasing summer, music, heat. The idea that nothing could touch them. But for the locals, this wasn't a getaway. It was the ground beneath their feet. The rules you learned or paid for. That summer, the kids moved faster than the town could keep up. Looks turned into dares. Dares turned into lines. Lines got crossed. Some people treated the place like it was endless. Others knew better, because towns like this don't break all at once. They crack under laughter, under money, under nights that go too far. And when the music finally stopped, everyone had to decide, do you take what you want, or do you carry what you've touched? Some summers fade. This one changed everything. Americana.
It's set right here, Highlands, New Jersey, summer of 1939. And I want to walk you through it because I think you're going to love these people as much as I do. Two families. The O'Neills are local. Tom O'Neill is a clammer, mid-50s, been on the bay his entire life. The kind of guy who pours you coffee without asking if you want it and communicates mostly in nods. His son Jack is 17. And Jack is my favorite character I've ever written. He's quiet, he's observant, he's smart in ways that nobody around him values yet, because being smart in a fishing town means knowing the water. And he does know the water. But he also draws boats on scrap paper when nobody's looking. Real boats, original designs. He's got this entire interior life that he keeps literally folded up in his back pocket. Then you've got the Van Darens, Manhattan family. Arthur's a Wall Street man who survived the crash, and surviving the '29 crash meant you were either very smart or very cold, and Arthur is both. His wife Evelyn runs the family like a production. Every collar straight, every appearance managed. And their son Teddy is 19, good looking, charming in that way that makes you a little nervous. Always the most fun person in the room, right up until he isn't. And then there's Clara. Clara Van Daren is 17, and she has spent her whole life behind glass. Car windows, resort windows, the invisible window of a family that decided who she was before she ever got a vote. She arrives in Highlands in the back of a 1936 Packard, crossing that bridge. She looks down through the window. At the exact same moment, Jack O'Neill is in a skiff on the water below. He looks up. They don't see each other, but the edit says they did. And honestly, that one cut is the whole movie. Everything else grows from there. And that's a lot for one sitting, so I'm going to stop there. But I want to tell you what this series is, because this isn't just a video about a screenplay. This is the first episode in a series about how we're actually building this story, step by step, out in the open. Every episode, I'm going to show you a different piece of Americana, the real Highlands, modern footage of what this town looks like right now. The history, old photographs and artifacts that we're bringing back to life so people can actually see what this place was. Stories from the community, people who live here, people who remember, people whose families go back to the water. And the work, the music, the screenplay, the production design, how all of it comes together and how we're using every tool available to us to get this story out into the world. Because here's the plan, and I'm just going to say it. I want to build something so complete and so undeniable that when someone at Netflix or A24 or whoever's making decisions 5 miles from here looks at what we've put together, they don't ask if this should be made. They ask when. That's where this is going, and I'd love for you to come along. If any of this hit you, subscribe, follow Above the Hook, because next time I'm taking you inside the story, the characters, the music, the world we're building on this water. I'm Eric, this is Mary, this is Americana, and we're just getting started.